What we have today is a fantastic situation. We've controlled the light, we've created the perfect day. We've got a nice clean car right where we want it, and we can move all around it. For me, it's really a collision of all of my passions: Photoshop, photography, and cars. My background is actually photography. I've been at Adobe for 13 years now, all of that time on the Photoshop team. But prior to coming to Adobe, I shot cars. Naturally, with digital, I think there's a tendency for people to shoot a lot. We call it spray and pray, and just hope they're going to figure it out in post. But my attitude about post-processing is that it should augment me doing my very best in the field. So the reason that we're here today is to teach people about Photoshop. And that's obviously why Linda and Adobe got together for this. But we figured it'd be fun to do something a little different. The way that the event is going to work is myself and some folks from Linda are going to share this great environment for shooting and these great vehicles. We're going to give them some tips. We're going to encourage people to shoot, meet each other, and have at it. Take some pictures. Cars are a lot of fun to photograph, but it's also a very difficult thing to shoot. Unless you have the perfect day, it's almost impossible to get it right. You've got all these angles and reflections, and it's a really challenging situation. So not only have we recreated a perfect day here with our lighting, but we've got a really exotic car in the form of a Mercedes SLS. I can get a shot coming down here, and across the hood I could never get. There's normally a door here, and I can't get in there, so I can get really low in there. We've found that there's a lot of overlap between people who are passionate about cars and people who are passionate about photography, and more often than not, they have Adobe products. So it's really nice to bring them all together and share with them what I know, and in the case of the car we've got, share this amazing car that you don't normally see. And you can really see that people can come up with entirely different shots, even though they have the same object and the same lighting. I really encourage you to get down low. Those are really interesting angles. This is such a dramatic car that I think it looks its most impressive when you meet it at its level. I take a shot here, and maybe I like the way it looks, but I don't care if I lose the shadows. I just want the highlights to be darker. The education with all of this is a huge part of it. There's a big social aspect of things. People are very hungry to learn. They like learning in context. It really helps them to shoot, no matter what it might be. And we have people shooting with their iPhone, with their point and shoot, with their SLR, with their big fancy medium format. Really, I think the unique value of our photo walks and of our workshops is showing people where we pick up in software, where we take the shots, and how much different you can make them look and how much you can polish them on the software side.
I think the most powerful way to do curves is with this on-image tool here, and I don't need to think in terms of highlights or lights or shadows. You'll notice wherever I'm putting the cursor, if I want that really bright area to come down, I just click on that and I pull down a little.
You know, Photoshop CS6, of course, I'm really excited to show all these hot new features, and that's fun. But more than anything, it's an opportunity for me to instill best practices in people and help people understand the best way to do things.
Once you've taken all the time to get that wherever you want it to be, and you guys might want a different aesthetic, save that preset. Don't go through the same work again and again and again and again. And now you've got that look, and you can apply that look to other things. And you might find sometimes that applying that look to a totally different image might give you a surprisingly cool result.
It's a really neat experience because you see all of these people that don't know each other at all, that have common passions, arriving at the same place. We see it as a way to show them our software, but they'll end up becoming friends and learning from each other as well. It's really a neat experience. For as many of these workshops as I do, people always ask, where do I go for more information? You know, you got the hook in, but where do I learn more about this? And that's a really fantastic opportunity with collaborating with Linda.